Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan, and welcome to Dylan the Truth podcast. If you guys are new to this channel, I'd like for you guys to subscribe to this channel and also hit that like button. Deeply appreciate it. Now, this segment is about the Dallas Mavericks. Um, I mean, their season hasn't gone as planned. If you look at it, since this blockbuster trade between Dallas Mavericks and the Brooklyn Nets, they Dallas traded basically a couple of their players for Kyrie Irving. Now they did this move because they believed that Luka Doncic needed a sidekick. They thought they had it with Porzingis, but clearly that wasn't the case. It didn't work out for them. It's Porzingis was always like injury prone. So they got Kyrie Irving. They really rolled the dice on this one. But so far, right now, it's not looking good for them. They've lost three straight in a row. Right now, they currently sit 11th in the West. They're 36 and 38. Um, if you look at their home record, they're 22 and 16. Then you look at them on the road, they're 14 and 22. Now you have to look at this: the two stars, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. When they play together, they're 3 and 7. That's not good. Um, I knew once they made this trade that they're going to be a high scoring team. That there was no question about that. I know they have no issue scoring, but where the problem lies for them is the defense. Now I need to read out some of the stats that they're averaging right now. If you look at how much they're averaging as far as scoring, they're averaging 113, well, basically 114 points. They're 17th in the league. Then, they're shooting about 47% from the field, tied for 14th in the league. They're shooting 37% from the three. They're shooting 75% from the free throw. They're 26th in the league. That is not good. Rebounding, they're averaging like 39 rebounds, 30th, like second last or third last team. Like they're in the bottom of the barrel when it comes to that. Offensive rebounds, 8, 30th again. They're not really a great rebounding team because they're so small. Also, they're averaging 23 assists, the 28th in the league. Again, they're not really moving the ball as much. It's a lot of ISO between Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. They're both ball dominant players, so they have to have the ball in their hands. Their offense is not like a motion offense. Their offense is predicated on Luka Doncic, getting to the rim. Same with Kyrie Irving, and then the shooter spot out at the wing, just waiting for them to get the pass from them. That's basically their whole offense. There's nothing spectacular about it. It's just basically two guys dribbling, and then the rest of the players just stand and wait for their opportunity to shoot the ball. Steals, there's averages 6 steals per game, 28th in the league. Turnovers, they're second with 12 turnovers per game, which is not good. Obviously, clearly that has a lot to do with Kyrie and Luka handling the ball a lot. Both of them are great ball handlers, but at times, because you have such a high usage rate, you're going to tend to turn over the ball a lot because the ball is going to be on their hands like about 80-90% of the time. So it's only right that they're going to be turning over the ball at a high rate if they have the ball in their hands so many times. Offensive rating, they're 117. I think it's 117 points. They're 6. Like I said, their offense is not the issue. Now, here's where their issue is the defense. defensive rating is 117, 23rd in the league. You see, what I've been telling people when they made this trade, I remember like when they heard about this trade, everybody's getting all excited. Oh my God, Dallas Mavericks is gonna go to the Western Conference Finals. Oh my God, look out, Golden State Warriors, your title's in jeopardy. I've been hearing all of this stuff, but a lot of people are not looking at the nuance to this whole thing. I've said it, the pieces don't fit, and they are very thin when it comes to the forward position. They don't really have bigs. This is why they're not a great rebounding team. They get out rebound a lot because due to the lack of size that they have inside. Then you're looking at they don't have any wing defenders. I mean, their whole thing is to outscore their opponent, and that's how they're gonna win their games. When it comes time to playoffs, that's not gonna work because what ends up happening is their opponents are going to, study them. And you're going to be facing these teams like at least 4 times. So they're going to figure you out right on the spot. So the playoffs is all about matchups and adjustments. If you can't make adjustments on the fly, the chances of you advancing is going to be very slim. And that's the thing. That's what I see with the Dallas Mavericks. They're currently sitting in 11th in the West, which is absolutely pathetic. Because if you're talking about this team going to the Western Conference, and they're not even in the play-in picture, I mean, we might have to lower our expectations for this team. I was not sold on them. I said it from the jump. I said their defense is going to be a problem for them. And lo and behold, look what happened to them. I guess I was proven right. I mean, if you look at the two stars, I mean, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. I'll start off with Luka Doncic. He's averaging 33 points per game. He's averaging about 9 rebounds, 8 assists. He's shooting 50% from the field, which is excellent. He's shooting 34% from the three. It's not too bad. And he's shooting 74% from the free throw line. That's not good. That has to be higher. That has to be somewhere in the mid 80s. That's for a superstar. It has to be higher than that. And he's a guard. He's a point guard. So that's unacceptable. And then you look at Kyrie Irving. I mean, he's always been steady as far as like offensively. He's averaging 28 points, 5 rebounds. He's averaging 6 assists. He's shooting 50% from the field. He's shooting 39% from the 3-point line, which is amazing. And he shoots 93% from the free throw line. So he's an excellent free throw shooter. Offensively, he's as good as it gets. He has no weakness to his game. I mean, he can play defense if he decides to play defense, but that's not his forte. His whole game, everyone knows him for his handles. He has like the best handles ever. I will admit that. Kyrie Irving has the best handles I've ever seen. I don't think he's even up for debate. But he's known for his dribbling skills. But these two together, I just don't believe it's not enough for them to get to where they want to be. I believe, because of the lack of defense, even if they make the playoffs, like, would I be shocked if they get eliminated in the first round? Absolutely not. They can win a series, and that's as far as it goes. Like, they'll be bouncing the semifinals. I don't see them going that far. And then, once their season's over, Kyrie Irving's not going to re-sign with Dallas Mavericks. He's going to look elsewhere to go. This was a huge gamble for Dallas Mavericks. Based on what they gave up for Kyrie Irving, knowing that he's a rental. So you're putting a lot of stock into this guy. They think it's going to pay off. So far, it's not. But we'll see. Because there's maybe about 8 games, maybe 7 games remaining in the regular season until, the playoffs begin. And And also, there was something I had to mention. There was a game against the Golden State Warriors. The Dallas Mavericks were facing the Golden State Warriors at home. Um, it was kind of puzzling. Like towards, I believe that was like towards the end of the third quarter. I could be wrong. Um, Apparently, it went out of bounds, and then the ref said, pointed to the Golden State direction and said it's Golden State's ball. Now you would think, um, because there was a misunderstanding, I guess Dallas thought it was their ball, or they didn't hear that it was Golden State's ball. So they ran to the other end. But Golden State knew it was their ball, and then they inbounded and they got an open dunk. No defenders. They knew this. But I guess Dallas Mavericks didn't know about it. Now, here's my thing. This is how stupid um, Dallas Mavericks were playing. If you thought that was your ball, right? Wouldn't you have been on the other end of the court and you're waiting to inbound? If somebody would have inbound the ball, if that was your ball, why would you guys be on the other end of the court if you knew it was your ball? Like, that was puzzling to me. And then Mark Cuban is out there trying to protest the call. And like, you're not gonna win that. You're just embarrassing yourself. So it's these little laps that they have, which could really cost them in the long run. Right now, it's costing them right now because they're sitting in 11th in the West. I didn't think they would be that low. I'll be honest with you. I thought they would be one of the top 5, top 6 teams in the West. They were at one point, somewhere around 5th to 6th, and then they dipped to 11th. I mean, this goes to show you how tight the Western Conference is. I mean, if you lose 1 or 2 games, that could take you from 5th all the way down to 11 to 12. And if you win like 2 or 3 games, if you're in the 11th spot, you could possibly move up to 7th or maybe 6th in the West. It's very exciting. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. But as far as Dallas, if I'm a Dallas fan, to all the Dallas fans, I'd be very concerned about this because it's not looking good. It really isn't, because we all knew defensively their challenge. We knew that. So hopefully they get it together for the last several games. If not, they could find themselves out of the playoff, actually out of the play-in. Forget the playoffs. They won't even make it to the play-in. And that would be embarrassing. That would be like a huge disappointment. Based on, you have 2 superstars on one team, and you're thinking, okay, they may, challenge Golden State in the Western Conference. I just don't see it happen. But I'm not surprised by this at all. I called it from the jump. I said it, and I guess I'm right once again. I don't know what to say. Like, I just look at ball in a different. I look at it differently from everybody else. Everybody's just looking at the names on the papers and they assume that it's just gonna click like that. You have to fit the right pieces with 2 superstars. If you have 2 superstars that's kind of ball dominant, you have to surround them with shooters, obviously, and obviously you need guys that can rebound. You need size down low. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. And that's my piece on the Dallas Mavericks. I would like to thank everybody for tuning into this video. Till next time, peace.